Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, and July 20th. You're watching it on July 20th. Thanks so much for being here today. I'm going to continue talking about relationships. We talked about them yesterday, about relationships are built upon the one flesh relationship, which God designed to bring honor on the earth. And that's how we're supposed to function, bring honor to Him, and it also blesses us as humans. I'm going to dive a little more deeply into this and examining what's this process when we think about relationships in terms of thinking about marriage. And typically the model in our culture, even in the Christian culture, is thinking about a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship and the marriage coming out of that. And that's not a good model. It really doesn't have a biblical basis for it, and I hope by the end of the video you'll be able to understand why I'm saying that. So just to recap briefly from this morning's video, in case you missed it, the one from yesterday on the 19th, in case you missed it, the primary relationship in all of human relationships, the anchor of those relationships, is the husband-wife relationship. It's what God created first. In the creation mandate in Genesis, God created man and woman in His image to be His image bearers, to carry out His mission. And they did that as husband and wife. And there was a common bond and loyalty that they had together because they were serving God. That's the common loyalty. And they had a bond of mission where they were going to honor God by controlling and bringing life to the earth. That's the foundation of all human relationships. Then the second major relationship that happened flows naturally from that, the brother-sister relationship. The brothers and sisters that came from that one flesh relationship. And again, there was a common bond of loyalty and purpose initially from the parents. And as those parents were faithful to God, that connected back to God. So honoring parents, you were living in support of that mission. And there was a unity with that. Today that's typified in the church, where the one flesh relationship also typifies the relationship between Christ and the church. And in this brother-sister relationship, there are natural boundaries that you didn't cross, because it was what's appropriate for brother and sister. Then the third form of relationship, which on the one hand is essential, but on the other hand can't be the building block, and that's friendships. And friendships initially are not based upon a one flesh relationship. They're not based upon a brother-sister relationship, but they're based upon finding a kind of loyalty outside of that situation. If it happens to be of a common purpose in honoring God, the friendship can be very helpful. But if the purpose is not about honoring God, but finding kind of self-fulfillment and enjoyment in that friendship without primarily thinking about God, then these friendships can start out very well, but then turn out to be very destructive. And as we looked at yesterday, if they go too far, they can try to ignore God and set up a whole new way of doing things. But this is why it's not helpful this is why the boyfriend-girlfriend model is not helpful, because boyfriend-girlfriend typically is not based upon a commitment. When the relationship starts, it's not based upon a commitment to honor God and His mission. Rather, that's not the common theme. Nor is there, when you enter into this boyfriend-girlfriend relationship that's not marriage, then there cannot be the ability to really fully care and support. You may like someone, but you're not fully responsible for them. And you really can't fully take care of them. And then in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, maybe we'll get to marriage, maybe we won't, but there's no long-term goal and security in this. What that means is the boyfriend-girlfriend model is not a good way to prepare for marriage. Let me state that again. The boyfriend-girlfriend model is not a good way to prepare for marriage. See, what we need to be thinking about is the idea of viewing men and women looking at this in terms of a future husband, not a boyfriend, but someone who's going to be a future husband, who's going to be in it for the long haul, have long-term qualities. The one that's most damaged in boyfriend-girlfriend relationships is the girl, the female. Because you see, for her, there is no real commitment for her future. Let's just see if it works out. But she's really not protected when that happens. The boyfriend-girlfriend model is not based upon, initially, primarily, sacrifice and commitment, but rather personal investment and time investment that is based upon some type of mutual enjoyment. It doesn't have to be bad, but it's still not something that's long-term. The financial expenditures in the boyfriend-girlfriend relationship are not primarily invested. There's some exceptions, but not primarily invested in things that will last and provides future financial stability. All of these things leave the girlfriend, vulnerable and unprotected. And the guy he's not doing his job well, doesn't see that, but that's why the boyfriend model is not a good model. Now, I've tried to represent this graphically for you. I hope this helps. I'm going to restate what I've just said, but show you in a graphic form. This is the first human relationship, husband and wife, one flesh. It's this vertical line. It's solid. Here they are. They are together, man and woman. This is that first relationship where things are together, where there's a commitment, the honor of God is secure. Then the second relationship is this, brother-sister. And for a Christian, for those of us in the church, this is the brother-sister relationship right here. You see there's a line between them, separating them. There's some natural boundaries here. So the female is protected and the male has obligations. So we're still in good shape here between. The problem is, where does this boyfriend-girlfriend model fit with this? Well, it fits this way. This is a 45-degree angle coming out. This is the brother-sister relationship where the woman is protected and things are going well. This is the husband-wife relationship, one flesh, where again the woman is protected and the husband has clear obligations. But notice here, this 45-degree line, and I've got it running right through both of them. So they're both in they've got a foot basically in both camps. We're not totally in brother-sister, but neither are we totally engaged in marriage. And that's where the struggle is. That's where the damaging part is. We're out here in no man's land. Now, the further we go out this 45, notice initially these two lines right here. Initially, it's pretty close to these two, but the more we get out here, notice here, the further we get away from the two relationships that are protected and good. The more the female is vulnerable here, and the less capable is the man for caring for her, because all he can do is care for her as a boyfriend. He's not her husband yet. And that's where the problem lies. We have this extended period of boyfriend-girlfriend, sometimes long engagements where the same thing happens. And we're not preparing for marriage. We're preparing for something and investing in something that's not permanent, it's not stable. And that's where the weakness is. If you check out my Future Husband series playlist, I've got more to say on this, but I just wanted to lay this out. And you can evaluate this, and maybe advice that you can give to young people. Let's stop thinking in terms of somebody who can be a good boyfriend. Let's start thinking in terms of this going to be a good future husband. And there's a ton to say about that, but that's that first step. Let's get rid of that boyfriend model and start thinking, is this someone who's going to be a good future husband where there could be long-term security, long-term faithfulness to God, and a shared mission? And this really does protect the wife, the girlfriend, so that she can have a vision for something that's going to last. again, love your thoughts and feedback. So great to be able to talk to you. Q&A Friday tomorrow. I've got some questions, so send in some more if you have them. Today's a great day to do it. Thanks again for spending time. And it's, again, a blessing to be with you each day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. May God richly bless you as you seek to live for His glory.